been closed for about 20 years now. Despite their history of allies under French colonial rule, the two have since been embroiled in serious territory disputes. They even began building separate walls in the past few years to further segregate themselves. So what happened? Why did Morocco and Algeria hate each other? Well, back in the late 1800s and early 1900s, France controlled Algeria and Morocco. Algeria was a French colony, while Morocco was a protectorate state defended by France. It wasn't until the mid-1900s that France relinquished its authority over the region, and that's when Morocco tried to reinstate its pre-colonial land claims, which extended across parts of Algeria. In 1963, Morocco invaded southern Algeria in what is known as the Sand War. Although a ceasefire was reached in 1964, there were already hundreds of casualties, and the war had a large effect on the two nations' diplomatic attitudes towards each other. A decade after the ceasefire, Morocco again attempted to reinstate its pre-colonial claims. In 1975, it attempted to annex the region known as the Western Sahara. When Saharan inhabitants rebelled, Algeria supported them against Morocco. Today, the conflict is still ongoing, with over 100,000 Saharan people living in Algerian refugee camps. Towards the end of the 1980s, tensions cooled between Morocco and Algeria when they both entered the Arab Maghreb Union, otherwise known as UMA. A treaty between them and 3 other UMA members encouraged trade and diplomatic harmony. But in 1992, civil war broke out in Algeria, and 2 years later, after an alleged guerrilla attack in Morocco that was blamed on Algeria, borders were closed by the two countries. Both cited security issues. So Algeria and Morocco remain at odds with each other over territorial and political conflicts. And although the United Nations and the United States encourage both countries to cooperate and overcome their differences, they are currently in a state of diplomatic stalemate. Another touchy relationship is playing out in a different